Metal Jesus here, and I am back again with Reggie.
How's it going, guys? We got a lot of information to tell you guys this time. Repros, hacks, homebrews, and we got a game that's starring me.
What? Dude, so you have a stack of homebrews and repro cards here, and I'm pretty excited to see because you hardly ever run into these. I mean, maybe expos and things like that, right?
Well, I didn't find out about repros until like probably late, I would say 2008.
Yeah.
And they had kind of started in like the mid 2000s and stuff like the EROMs or EPROMs, I think it's called. The system that you used to make them was cheaper enough to where people could make these games. The first game that I actually got reproed was actually Star Fox 2, which was an unreleased game. They had finished it pretty much, but me and my buddy had talked about it like back when it was a Nintendo Power, and it's just amazing that after all these years it's been canceled, I was able to play the game on a system, and it's a fantastic game. It's different from the other Star Fox. I mean, it's easier, but it's hard to describe. It's more strategy type, but it's still fun, and I think it would have been great if it came out.
Yeah, that's cool, and it's kind of expensive now too. I mean, that's the thing about homebrew is that you can pay anywhere from cheap like $40, but all the way up to like $100 or more.
It's a harder one to make because of the FX chip. I hear there's some complications with that, so that's why usually people charge around $100 to make that game.
Yeah, that's cool. I would love a copy for myself, actually.
Nice. The next game, another game that I love, the Clock Tower series.
I'll play Vanna.
Now, this game is like I would say it's a horror game. I don't know if I would say it's survival horror. You can fight back, kinda, but it's about these girls, these orphans. They go into a mansion. They're gonna be like taken care of. They have a nanny there, and things turn ill real quick. Like they're being chased by a dude with scissors. People are trying to kill them. Your friends are missing. It starts off fast and it's pretty terrifying.
The scissor dude is kind of the I don't want to say mascot, but he's like one of the main bad guys, right? Like
definitely the main bad guy.
Yeah, like Silent Hill has Pyramid Head. Yeah, and this is the scissor dude.
Yep.
And this series is known for, correct me if I'm wrong, but hiding and kind of avoidance of combat more than anything.
Yeah, definitely hiding. But if you hide somewhere too long, they will find you. And the scissor guy is pretty smart. Like I was hiding in a box one time, and I hid in there one time, and it was fine. He came back in there, guy jumped back in the box. I guess he had some clothing out, and he saw it, and he just the scissors and dipped them right into that box. And I was like, oh god, it's pretty terrifying. But very cool game. It was only released in Japan, but somebody translated it in English, so it's perfect.
I love it when fans do that.
Yeah, they dedicated.
Yeah, absolutely. And often they do a really good job.
Yeah, definitely. I was really happy with that. Next game is, I was introduced to this game by my buddy Eric Bishop, Moon Crystal. Now, before I go into this game, Eric introduced me to this game, and he introduced me to a lot of repros. I wasn't really pumped for them because I thought these last two I told you about were going to be the last ones I was going to get because those games were my favorites. But this game is amazing. It plays like Prince of Persia, and it has cinematic screens like Ninja Gaiden. And it's fantastic. I love this game a lot. I got to the last level. I got killed. I got frustrated, so I put it down. So I'll probably play it eventually later.
That's cool. So obviously in this video we're showing a lot of like original NES and Super NES, and then also you have a Genesis game here too.
Yeah, and that's the Genesis game. It's gonna be the next one we pull up. People will be familiar with Fixit Felix from the movie.
So this is not a repro. This is a homebrew. Right?
Yeah.
So this is built from scratch to run on a Genesis. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much from Wreck-It Ralph. I haven't seen the movie yet. But Fixit Felix was one of the mascots, and you've seen it, right?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. And actually, I think this is the game that they show in it. So somebody basically watched that movie and the only other thing I can think of is, I mean, it wasn't officially released, right?
It was officially released.
Oh, okay.
In arcades in Disneyland. Disneyland has 20 arcades, I believe, and they have the arcade game of this.
Okay, so someone was able to play it basically.
Somebody either pulled a ROM or created their own, but it's amazing. It has the voices in it and everything.
Oh, really?
It plays just like the game.
Wow, that's cool.
John C. Reilly's voice is in it. So it makes it funny.
This seems like it would be fairly collectible, I think. Again, based on a movie that was, pretty popular.
Mine's is not an original edition. Mine's is like a repro of the one they made. And I made the cover, I printed the cover out for it to make it look nice.
Really? It looks really good.
And stuff, but
Well, that's cool.
Definitely. Next game is Magical Poppin. Magical Poppin came out in Japan. The game goes for $200. It's a side platform. Really good game. Somebody translated it in English, but there's not much dialogue to really translate it in English, but somebody did anyway, so I just got a repro of it. This game has so much charm and charisma. It really put the music, from the music to the voice acting in it. Really fun game. It kind of pumps you up to keep playing. This is what platforms should be like. This is the perfect example.
I like how on the back of it, it has like, I assume it's the creator, but it's like this glamour shot or something.
No, that's the voice actress of the main character.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
which makes sense. So she must be like maybe like a local star in Japan or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm guessing. I'm just the fact they have her photo like right here.
Well, she was actually a porn star.
What?
Which is, yeah, she's pretty popular for that. That's what she's.
How do you know this, Reggie?
Oh yeah. Oh man, but yeah, she did the voice acting in it, did a good job. So
cool,
and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys see this game, well, if you want to pay $200, get the Japanese version. If you want to get a repro of it, it'll be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, next game, Megaman and Bass. Now this was officially released on the Game Boy Advance in America, but the Super Nintendo version is a lot better, and you can see everything on the whole screen. The Game Boy Advance version is hard to see everything on the screen. It's really cheap, I would say. But anyways, this version is really cool. I kind of printed out my own cover for it. Here's how the label looks.
So typically when you get these, do they don't come with labels, I assume, or do you have the option sometimes?
They come with labels.
Oh, I mean outside?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
Mostly for Genesis they do. Like you have the option with Super Nintendo.
Okay.
You have to make your own custom case.
Or it'd probably be so expensive too that it's maybe not worth it. Just get your own and print it.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh. That's cool.
All right, the next game.
So you told me about this one, and I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" So tell me about BS ShockMan.
I don't remember how I found out about it, but gosh, I saw this game. I saw a YouTube video on accident, and it was like a 2-player co-op action platformer game, and it's cool because the characters they have special moves, and one of them could charge up and shoot his move into the other character and charge them up, and they do even a better special move. So it's really a lot of fun. It's arcadey like. You only get like a certain amount of credits.
Now was this a normal physical release in Japan, or how's this work?
It actually came out for the satellite system in Japan, like as download.
Okay.
So downloaded onto the system. Like the download system was kind of strange because it happened like daily or a certain time of day, so you had to be ready, or you missed it.
So like certain levels came out?
Yeah, certain levels came out, and then that would be the end. I think it was like 5 levels for the game.
And so what, somebody captured all 5 of them and then sort of built this ROM.
And built this, and the guy, he built me the box too.
Yeah, the box is actually it's sturdier than a normal Super Nintendo box.
He said for $20 more he'll throw it in the box. I said yeah, that's perfect. So
wow, very
cool game.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
I recommend it. A lot of people don't know about it. There's actually a Turbo Graphics version of it, but I don't have a Turbo Graphics yet. So this is what I'm going to be playing.
That's cool.
All right, next game you guys are probably going to really like. The Legend of Link. This is a Zelda homebrew game that was built from scratch. I don't know too much about the creator, but my friend Eric Bishop, he made this game from my buddy Joe. And it is really amazing what they did with this game. I mean, they actually put like cinematics in the game from other Zelda games into it. I don't know how he got it to work, but it's amazing. I haven't played it yet, that much myself, because there's so many. I'm so backlogged on games. But
we all are.
Exactly. I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention, and this is the dedication, the gold card. This is how good this game is. You play any Zelda hack, this game right here is.
Well, and there's something to be said for, again, getting, you can play a lot of these on your computer, whatever, but there's nothing like getting the actual physical cartridge, put it in the actual device.
In your hands.
Yeah. With a real controller. It's heavy too.
Yeah, I think it has a converter in there.
Huh.
Famicom converter. That's why it's so heavy.
Wow, it's cool looking.
Yeah, definitely.
Another great label too.
Oh yeah, that's Eric Bishop. His site. He does all the best labels. Oh wow, so we're down to there we go. One more. Flying Hero. This game is a cute 'em up. So cute 'em ups are more like, this is how it sounds, cute 'em up, like a shmup, but it's cutesy and everything. Very fun game. It's fun because you can actually shoot at different angles, like by using the R and L buttons on the Super Nintendo controller. Very fun. I'm glad I got this translated. Not a lot of people know about it. I happened to find out about it randomly. So shmups are always welcome because it's simple.
I love those. Again, and it doesn't matter even if it's translated or not, because you can usually play it. So
exactly. All right, so the next game is I'm going to introduce is what I've been.
Yeah, dude. So first of all, a little build up here.
Yeah.
So you messaged me a while ago, and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna get a game made," and I was like, "What? Like, how does this work?" And you're like, "And I'm starring in it."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" And you were so pumped, dude. I remember you were sending me the artwork, like your different versions of your character.
Yeah. As it came along, I would send it to you right away, and.
So how did this come about? How did your game come about?
Well, Eric was telling me. He said when I bought a lot of games off him. He said, "Hey, Reggie, how would you feel if someone did a game for you?" Because he was watching the videos that we did and everything, and
you're like,
I
yeah.
I was like, "You serious?" And he's like, he was serious. I thought he was just joking.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah." And next thing you know, about 4 days later, he sent me a mock-up of how I would look in the game. I was like, "Oh my God, are you serious?"
Yeah.
So hopped on the board. It was a long development cycle. It was probably about 8 months, and it was driving me crazy. Like I was like, "Man, how's the game coming? Is it looking good and everything?"
Yeah. Well, so we should probably show people here.
Oh yeah, we build up.
So
and all that.
So it's called
Reggie's Radical Adventures
on a purple cart.
Yes.
So let me ask you about this purple cart. First of all, I don't think I've ever seen a purple cart. Like, tell me about this. Like, did they make
Well, purple's my favorite color.
Okay.
So purple was one of the colors I wanted in the game as well as sprites and everything. So that's one of the reasons that we wanted to go with purple, and it's perfect. Also,
you're like a proud papa.
I am, man. It's like holding this in my hand. It's like, wow. Like this was a dream as a kid.
Yeah.
And me and my buddies talked about if you're in your own game, and this is that moment. So very cool. We even got a gray card of it too. You know, we're gonna be selling a few of them and everything. So if you guys would like, we're gonna be selling
crazy.
A couple. So if you guys would like it, you know.
Well, describe the game.
Well, the game is a platform, and it's actually. My version is actually a hack of a game that came out in Japan called Ninja Jamaro. It was going to be released in America, but they canceled. Nintendo of America, their rules kind of probably stopped that from happening. But I wanted to use a game that not many people were familiar with, so that's why I chose this one. Now they changed the game with like my storyline.
It has like cinematics and stuff.
Yeah, it does. They changed all that, and it's really funny. And I was really laughing when I saw it. I actually beat the game last week, so. Really cool. I had it for like probably about a month, but I beat it last week finally. So yeah, I'm really proud of this project. I really want to thank Eric and MT. MT is the guy who actually did all the graphics and did all the work on the game. So I really appreciate that. This is something special for me. So.
Yeah, that's cool. And we're going to include a link down in the description below.
Yeah.
If you want to check out the game and potentially buy it yourself. I mean, why not? I mean, it's going to be one of those things where if you don't buy it now, who knows how many will be made? And that's the thing about homebrews, right? And repro carts.
Exactly. You know, it's like this. It's kind of like a limited thing. So, you know.
So this is going to be part one because we haven't even really got into my homebrews and some of the things I have for like the Atari 2600. Yeah. One of the most famous ones, of course, is Halo 2600, which
I want to see.
Which is amazing, and a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to do another one of these. So. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. And dude, I'm so pumped for your game. You were so funny when we were chatting back and forth. You're like, dude,
I was stoked, man. I still am, man. I even put it on my Facebook page, and it's like, oh gosh,
it's gonna be so cool. All right, well, hey, let us know if you collect homebrews and some that we need to check out. Some of the better ones that you think that should be in our collections. Post a comment down below. As always, want to thank you for watching my channel, and thanks for subscribing. Take care. Hey, if you like this video and you don't want to miss any of the others that I release every week, you should go ahead and subscribe. Seriously, it's pretty sweet. Of course, I'm biased, I mean, really. But seriously, go ahead and subscribe. I'd do it if I was you.